My shade is wet. Could not figure out why. I was worried that I had a leak, but I checked around there, nothing. Then I realized it is pouring down rain outside and the window's sweating, so the shade's hitting the window and going through the shade. No biggie as far as that goes. I even checked my media cabinet because I was afraid maybe water was coming in through there. However, I do have one point where water is coming in. Woke up in a small puddle of water and I thought, what the heck? My vent's leaking. Don't know if the camera's catching it. But it's leaking there at the top of the metal bar. And coming down through. You can see the wet spot there above the paper towel. Weird. So, when I get a chance, I need to investigate this and see why that's happening. You can see the sweating along my small window on the overhead cab area. This is not fun, folks. So, it's just leaking right up through here. Nothing's coming underneath there, which is good. Don't want the wood to get wet. So at least it's a direct leak. But I'd rather have no leak. It's not leaking real bad though. This paper towel is wet, but it's not soaked. So I'll keep an eye on it. Okay, grab my silver tape, a pair of scissors. I'm going to stick them in a bag and go up to my roof to see if there's a reason why that leaked this morning. It's been cold and windy, but it hasn't rained anymore since, so hopefully it's dry enough up there to put the tape down if I need to. Got my bag. I'll grab my step stool that I use because I like using this more than I like using the regular pull-out step. Take it, and plus this serves multi-purposes. And this is one of the purposes. I can actually step up on it and reach the ladder. So I'm going to climb up there, and I will see y'all at the top. Okay, so I cut a piece, peeled off the blue backing, and stuck it over the little crack. But just to be on the safe side, I'm going to cut a longer strip and put it along the edge just for extra insurance. Okay, just for extra insurance, I'm going to put another piece over this spot that I split. But actually, I've got a lot of extra insurance because it was just this spot right here that was cracked. Thank goodness that's all it was. It could have been worse. So, and I actually ran some along here. But the last time I ran it, it had rained and I couldn't go any further, and guess what? It's still wet because it rained again. So one of these days I'm going to get up here and resurface my roof because it's starting to look gray through there and it's supposed to be nice and white, and it's just Dicor rubber roof sealant that you put down. You have to clean your roof real well and then put the Dicor rubber roof sealant down. It's cold, I'm not talking very well. And then let it cure. So, and then I'll probably get a strip of Eternabond and run it all across here. This is where they rebuilt my overhead cab, but I had a little tiny hairline leak in it until I did that. So at least I covered that little tiny hairline leak, But Eternal Bond is great stuff, and it will give me extra insurance as well. I'll cut another little piece. Just push it in the groove. And smooth it all down. There we go. Pretty tight still. Like I said, this stuff is like an RVer's lifesaver. So I'm going to smooth it all down. Make sure it's nice and adhered good. And call it a day. Actually, I'll check my other vents while I'm up here too. Camera cord. So, and that's not a crack there, that's caulk. So, okay, more maintenance on the RV. There are always maintenance, but I always claim that it's cheaper than maintaining a home, and a cheaper way to live, and you can always escape if needed. Well, maybe it's a good thing it happened when it did, and it didn't get too bad, because this one also has a little hairline crack in it. So I'm going to go ahead and tape over it. I guess these old vent covers are just weathered, and it's time to replace them. So these are original to the RV, and it's a 1996. So it's always a good idea to get up here and inspect things. Actually, it's a good idea to get up here and inspect things at least once a month. So, and I usually try to do that, but I would never have noticed these little cracks had I not had the leak on the overhead bed. So I'm going to cut another layer of tape, peel off the blue backing, stick it in my bag so I don't have garbage flying around, and so I'm going to adhere it kind of towards the top so I can still open the vent. And this stuff really sticks well once it's adhered. And I guess my next project will be to buy new vent covers and replace them. And they have two different kinds, so I have to make sure I get the right kind. There we go. That's sealed down pretty well. So that won't be a future threat. Check the other end. The other end's okay. Well, it's a good thing I'm doing inspections, because this was like that when I got up here. So I think I'll put a layer of tape around there too, just to secure it all down, just to be on the safe side. Okay, got it all taped down too. So I think we're good to go. I think I can leave this roof now. Okay, back up to my overhead bed, which I have washed all the sheets, washed the comforter. I'll have to remake this bed. This is how much water. Don't know if the camera's picking it up. But that's how much water I collected, so it wasn't horrible. But actually, my comforter and my sheets and my blanket and my body caught some of that water this morning too, because I woke up and I thought, oh, it's raining, I'm going to sleep a little longer. And then I was all of a sudden, I'm like, why am I wet? Oh, crap, there's a leak. So I guess I can take this paper towel out now too. So that should fix that as a temporary fix until I replace the vent cover.